Hello and welcome. Right, yeah, I've stopped the work. They were like faffing around, so yeah, I thought it's one of those, probably an awkward field because it's a sort of strange shape. Like for the workers, they don't know faff around. So I thought, just spin around it yourself. God, man, it's going to take a minute to get this done. I mean, to me, it looks like it's fairly good already. Well, we did. I mean, this is the one. I think there's something wrong with this field. Because we've treated this with. I remember we did it like with the manure. That we did the slurry, and I remember after that thinking, why is it so poor? We've done everything it asked of us to do, and it looks to me like it's just a broken field. I've seen it a few times on certain maps. I had one on one of Cavalier Roy's, bought a fantastic big field. I thought, oh, brilliant, that's a great field, that is. No, it wasn't. It was broken. It didn't do anything. One on Western Wilds. I called it the black. No, yeah, there was not the black hole. What's that? There's a famous zone, the Bermuda Triangle, and I called it the Bermuda Triangle of the Western Wilds because it really was that bad. So then, let's have a look. Yeah, we're going to crack on though. Not going to just. Yeah, let's have a look. There will be a few of these where they need doing, and I do want to get, yeah, see, it's still 50, and we've just done everything there is to do on that. It's not gone up even a sausage. A 50 is the dead start, so that's going to seriously affect our precision farming just because it's bad. Now, you know what I mean is it's dragging us down. Everything else is much higher, so we've just done everything it's asked, and it's not even gone up by a single point. It's sort of one of those things where you're like, it's a bit of a shame, isn't it, really? Don't know what to do, whether to, like, do we try? No, I'm not going to, like, do something like that. I'd be more tempted to sort of try and find a way into field 9 and literally do away with that, which is a shame because it's one of our key fields. I'm not sure if... And as long as it's ours, knocking us down, that 50 is seriously, and we've seen the bonuses, and I was like, oh, the other thing is that one's 52, and that one's just affected because it's a field. See, precision farming's not always brilliant, is it? What I mean is it can't figure out that we're not using that, but this one we are, and it's can't figure out we're using it either, but that one has no excuse for such a thought, really. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do about it. Right, anyway, we were checking, weren't we, on the pH. So field, I don't, they all look, they're all like they've been done, to be honest. I mean, some look nicer than, but I've got to be honest, it really is horrible the way that it is. So recently, yeah, I mean, 12 we've just done, you can see it matches all these other ones that we've done that are nice. These two are completely different. In fact, these 4 are completely different. They look different to the others, but they do match the same footprint as those, which is they're a bit ugly. But yeah, 6 though, that does look like it does need a bit of doing. So let's go down to 6. I'm not going to waste my time. There's no point in like doing something if it's really not necessary. I'm not a massive one for like wasting time. I'm really not. No, definitely. It's one of like my golden rules. If you know you're faffing around, I hate it with a passion. It's, yeah, we've all got those things that. My uncle was a bit of a faffer, and my auntie Chris was a bit of a faffer. In fact, her nickname was Faff, deliberately for that. It's true, and it's always been one of those bugbears that I hate to faff around. Yeah. Right, so actually this one. So which one was 6 then? 6 a bunch. Number 8 looks like it needs doing too. It looks as bad. What about this one though? Because this one looks good. And yet, yeah, pH value perfect. So this one definitely doesn't need doing. I realise we have yet to put the... So no, really, this is probably one of the good places to put something like the sell points that we've taken off. Now then, what are you like? pH value good. Ah, so this is not perfect. Right, in that case, let's whip around. Because this is not going to take an awful long time for us to do such a tiny little field. But it is, if you remember, this is the loam, perfect loam field, so it's not to be underestimated. Although a small loam field is still not, you know, like fantastic. But let's get this done. This is the one we did see that did need doing it, and that is making a difference. I can see a splash of green. Not a lot though, but yeah, you can see it was probably pH value good or something like that, and now you can see that it's definitely going to be different. But the one above looks about the same, so. I was just thinking this is one job less to do when we're actually, you know, sowing in a month or two. It's close now. It is, right. So then, let's have a quick look over here. It is true. Sometimes patience is the key with these type. That is a good, decent opening. Ooh, now this one is not good. Right. Okay. Let's get this sorted then. It's amazing spread on this, really. It is. I'm impressed with this. And also the other thing is, I was on New American last night, and we've got the bread oil. Now, I wasn't always a massive fan of the bread oil, but having used this now for a couple of times and how easy this is to pull around. Now the bread oil, it's got no horsepower requirement, sorry, never used to have. Well, I was pulling it with a 420 horsepower tractor, our best tractor, and it was still sort of struggling a bit, and I'm like, I thought this was supposed to not have a, like, horsepower requirement. I first of all tried it with one of the light tractors. That's what sort of I thought, well, let's just give it some welly. Let's give it a big one. And I thought, well, even this is struggling with it going uphill. I thought, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't get it. Whereas this is a thing of beauty. I mean, this is, mind you, he says pulling it with a 600 horsepower tractor that could probably, like, pull almost anything. Yeah, I suppose that is a bit of a... It is perhaps... Yeah, it could be something to do with that, couldn't it, really? Yeah, but what I'm saying is, no, have I always put... Yeah, no, I haven't always done it with this, though, have I? Yeah, I've used other tractors, that's what I'm saying, so it's not quite that cut and dry, but it is true, at present, you certainly would expect this, really, to actually be quite good, really, wouldn't you? With this beast pulling it, it would make a certain amount of sense that it would actually be good. Let's have a look at this one. Let's not go over until we know that we are needed. Ooh, we are definitely needed. Let's get this sorted then. I do love this Spicer's Aries. It's an amazing mod. But to be honest, I'm a massive fan of his work. I love his the cedar as well. I've put that. I think I put that in. Sure I have, because it is one of my favourites. It's a very reasonable old case like this. At least that's the proviso that I've always sort of gone with this, that it's an older model. Because that would make a bit of sense, that why it's like very cheap, because it's like a barn find or something that, you know, like most modern people would want a really spanking new one, and you know, I've never been bothered about that. I just more about productivity. To be honest, certain things are better older anyway, you know, because certain companies made things better at certain times. I mean, don't get me wrong, there'll be some technology of that won't be as good, you know, like, but I can still live with that if most things are good. Now that one does look good, but we'll have a look, because this one didn't look too terrible, and yet it was. So let's have a look and see. Oh, I do love these articulated tracks. I forget, really, sometimes. There aren't so many in the game, are there? pH value good. Okay, we'll flick over. We want it to be perfect, so... Or very good at the very least. So let's do it. It's not going to take too long to flick over. So soon be... No, oh God, I can't remember. We've done our big thing, which is why we're at 1.2 million. We've done almost everything. And now the weird thing is, I was obviously spouting off about the manure thing, and I immediately went because I was a bit mad about it, and I thought, all right, we're going to fix that. We're going to put a manure point inside the cow place. So I started to do it, and then I went on to New American, as I've sort of said previously, but this is the same point. And I tried to grab the manure from it, and guess what? It worked. So I'm thinking this is the age-old problem of the trigger is not right. Yeah, I think... I don't know why it shouldn't be, though. It's weird. But, yeah, it's true. I don't know that it can be that here. I think more than anything it would be like a broken mod on the map, you know, since something's gone wrong with it. Right, I believe that is everything. But it has highlighted a broken field that is dragging us down. That is definitely true. Field 12. Now, how much are you? You're only 36,000. It's not really that. It's what it's doing. But then so is this one. Field 2 is also dragging us down. It's the only thing we're buying a field for doing something like this, isn't it, really? Why, it's... Yeah, you could do with working a bit of it, couldn't you? I don't know what would actually solve this. I've never really thought about it, if I'm honest. I mean, I suppose our overall is still 77. Oh, do you know, I can't... Yeah, it is... I like the field. It's tough. Yeah, it's what can you do? I think we're going to stick the buy thing just here. Because it's sort of wasted space. I mean, I know you're pulling through, but if we stick it there, I can't ever be tempted to go through because it's too small. And I realise that. So it'll be a way of like saying, you can't go through there. Don't even try. Because I know what I'm like. Container. Oh, I thought the first one was... I do prefer the grate. Although I can really, I suppose, put the grate. Right, fantastic. Let's do a little tiny bit of softening. It's still not quite right. Yeah. I don't know whether... No, it does always... I did have a go at it a long while back. It's still not sorted it. Yeah, some things... I find that tricky. Yeah, there's a few things that you've always got your nemesis, like something that's just you can't figure out. And the painting is one of mine. And the... Yeah, I've had... a long time ago, I cheated. You can see it has got paint in it that's done it. I've sort of had a go at it, and it's almost right, but I can't quite figure out how it... that didn't work quite. I'm going the wrong way. We're banging into some of those, so... Let's just try and pull forwards a little. Don't really want to block the way, do I really? That's it. That's it over one, like, section. That's not too terrible. Right, so then, what have... we could try to do that, but I think it is broken. I think I'm right. Right, what did we... We did take one down there, didn't we? No. Now I know what it is. Now, this is a strange beast, right? This is exactly the vehicle that I used on New American, because it's ours. And you'd think, if you look at the trailer... Well, the other thing is, you've got to bear in mind that this is also a manure spreader. So it should have manure inside it. And it has. We can see the icon for it, right? But don't ask me why, but it doesn't pick up manure. Yeah, it was New American, because I was a bit incredulous. Obviously, we'd got a big 46 tonner and I was going to say Brampton. It's not a Brampton. It's a It's similar. It is. It's not a brand either. That's a new manufacturer. It is. Anyway, it's a manufacturer. In fact, no, let's sort this out. Yeah, we can actually do it by actually looking. It's that very one there that's pictured. Yeah, that big Brantner. That's the one. It was what it's, yeah, this, it's that. Yeah, 46 cubic meter is, that's the lead trailer. So I tried it with that and it worked. So I'm thinking it's probably the same here. Trouble is, we do really need a biggie, don't we? I suppose we could try. Oh, my bad. I thought it had got no collisions. That's definitely got collisions. Yeah, it has. Let's give this a shot. I am very close to taking this out, the entire set, because it's, I keep, you know, like it keeps coming up in the sales and I give it another shot and I think, well, that's been an awful long time. And the modders behind this, both Rawley Christie and this, you know, the actual full set, they are big modders. So really you'd expect them, hope that they'd fix it quite quickly. And it's one of those key technologies that you're going to like want to... Well, that looks like it's right now, so maybe it has. Why did it go? What? Let's just try and like load and unload and see what happens if it still sticks straight. Because this was what was it's undoing when you like put it back on. It really was bad. It did look cockeyed yesterday, but that actually looks solid as a rock. So to me, it's like that they have fixed it, and I'm glad I am, because I really don't want to take it out. It's got so many good points to it. It was definitely one of those things that I would always sort of think, oh yeah, I don't want to get rid of that. It's a really good system. A bit of a dark horse sometimes. You could get a, I mean, the trailer on it's amazingly cheap, 10,000. I think it was 5,000. I think it was less, but again, your memory sometimes plays tricks on you. Right, so let's have a look. What's this? I'm sure. The only thing about this is it confuses me a little with its use, as in like, yeah, that's true. Will this work anyway in this situation? That is a good point. It is supposed to be, it's a bulk, like mine is. I don't understand why mine all of a sudden is getting a bit finicky over manure when it's a manure spreader, unless that's the problem. It's a manure spreader in another life. And that could be, yeah, I have no idea. No idea. I just know that one, I didn't sort of figure it out. It's only when I just like looked and thought, this is your trailer, you Wally. This is New American all over again. And I thought, yeah, I agree. It is. I had forgotten that. That's a very long trailer. Yeah, so I'm going to design a trailer, and I am designing one that's going to be quite different, unique even. Alright, so then let's get this, because it really should. Ah. Okay, well that's interesting. Now it's beginning to look... Okay, this is turning into testing territory, isn't it? So I apologise to everyone. This is testing. Yeah, we're going to have to like do this methodically. I can't waste all of your time by keep running up to the top of the farm, grabbing another trailer, trying another trailer. It's your time is more precious than that. So I apologise for the... now then, we did have one just kicking around lying on a field. No, that's it. I know it's small. Oh, okay, did that not... Oh, it did come, it just didn't make the noise. I'm not used to that. Them not making a noise like that. Store delivers this noisiness is what I always look for, listen to. So it really is. It doesn't look like it's bad. I mean, we get slurry from it every day. So to me, it's a strange one. This kind of thing works a different way anyway than to what you think. Yeah, you see, it was. Yeah, wow. Is that not amazing? So both of those are immune to the manure. So it looks like we're going into a bit of a long... It's good job it's not a long way away, isn't it, really? Because this would take a while. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right. It is amazing the what thoughts that go through your head when you're doing this type of task and you're thinking, wow. And I think it's because you've come from a couple of sessions. Now I'm going to wash the bar off because I'm quite aware that all of the manure that just tipped on that handle in real life would really make rather a mess. So, like, let's just wash this down as if it is real. Yeah, definitely. So then, and that too, yeah. So the Rudolph, it does go to show why people use certain trailers as like really reliable. I mean, to be honest, I've never thought of the Fliegel as unreliable, but it's, yeah, we can see that actually it did not pass the test. It didn't. No, it definitely did not. Nor did, yeah, the other one, the Rolly Christie one, either. That didn't. And I was on, I think I was. No, I would have checked that at the time. I think, yeah, well, I'll have a look in editing, but I am almost sure I looked up at the screen and thought, nah, I've got the trailer selected and not the actual. Although, is that right for that one? It's true. Is it the other way around? It shouldn't be, really. It's the trailer that's, but yeah, it's true. It's how the system works, really, not what I think it is. So let's drop that back one. In fact, yeah, let's go through the gate. I know we've not been using this field, and it's just been classed as an adjoining field. There's gates and all manner of things. I think it was just, I've always done that, so I've never, like, carried on, doing anything different ever since. So, yeah, I'm not because I don't like that field or anything like that. Right, so then, yeah, that's 1,281,778. Can you see what's wrong, Mr. Smith? Can you see what is wrong on this picture? It actually is euros. Let's leave it on euros. And for once, have it right and not put pounds. Yes, right. So then, yeah, we are at that. Have we got anything? I think we'll have done the sales. Yeah, we will. And is there any items to sell? I think we've done everything, but let's just check. Now, we did say by morning this may still be having a bit of value, didn't we? The barley whiskey. Might be the corn whiskey. Maybe done. It's only bionic. Yeah, we should have really upgraded it to a super. Would have been a better thing to do for us, really, with it being our primary business. And we still could do this. So it would be 47, 57, 67, 77,000. So that's 30,000 difference. So I think that's not a bad idea because it is our main business. If we're staying here for this last year, which we are, then I think we ought to, like, on the way out, in fact, let's do it now whilst I'm thinking about it. So this is minus 30,000 to get BI Industries to grab the super equipment and replace the bionic. Simple as that. So next session, hopefully I remember, and that will be a super. I usually remember that type of thing when I go out. So yeah, right. So there we go. That will be upgraded to a super. Will be our bestest business. I would like to swap this as well, really, if I'm honest. I don't really care if it's another bionic. I think it's doing quite well. Milk, have we got? The other thing I was thinking was about the milk. Oh, which actually we could really do with grabbing now. Let's grab the fence, whose engine is also running. For once I remembered to actually start everyone's engines. Yeah, a few times recently I've been coming in and I've been thinking, why have you not started everyone's engines? It's just one of those little, so you can ease yourself straight into, like, the the game and getting straight onto the business of the game. I always used to do that. It used to be a real habit, and then a few recently I've been not remembering to do it. I think we had already washed this. So we need to grab the milk and take that down to the bottom too, so that our bionic dairy can actually crack on. Yes, I've got a new dairy. I think it's now finished. Don't think we've got any red writing. Road salt. Yeah, that's just moaning about the picture and not quite meeting giant standards of it. Not, yeah, it's one of the most petty faults I can ever find, that one. Which is why I rebelliously don't fix it No, I will do, but it's one of those things that I keep thinking, oh my life, it's just not got the right channel count. Seriously. For heaven's sake, you know what it is, so why are you moaning about it? This search for perfection that Giants have seemingly got. I've got to be honest, it is true. I know we all want, you know, like really the best, but they really are. It's sort of like, I'm like thinking when I'm going through the mod description, you can't have this, your case has got to all be right now. I mean, I understand that. My grandma was a school teacher, so I understand all of that. But it's a bit particular. I mean, we're talking to the point of like expecting humans to be perfect, and like we're not. No, definitely not. So this one wants bringing straight back up. Yeah, there's a lot of like dragging up and down the map on this particular Let's Play. But then again, I don't suppose I was sort of thinking about the having milk at this one. Thought it was a long way away because obviously the 18 months giving birth and then they start to milk. But these ones are a bit magic. Somehow these have like got a milking machine that sort of the grass makes them produce milk. It was just a little bit special to say the least. But what I was about to say was I was wondering if it was that was the production cost on a day-to-day. Oh my life. Seriously? That's going to roll me over? I think this needs to be a little bit... Yeah, I think it's got to be... That I didn't expect that. Right, okay, we've got to let go of it. We've got to. Yeah, this is easy to flip over. But that's not so much. Oh, do you know, seriously, I'm getting sick of this. Yeah, it's got to be a design flaw in the way that I've designed it. Got to be. Yeah, it can't be like... No, not you. I think it is you. Sure, actually, that is where you are. Come on, come and save the day again. Because that pain in the backside tank has rolled again. Yeah, so to me, it's got to be design. Because I don't flip any others. It does naturally look like that kind of design. It's getting to be a tad annoying, shall we say. So I think we need to amend the design a little. I'm trying to think whether we make it a bit more... the wheels coming a little bit wider on the flatbed section. I think that's probably in order. It'll give it a bit of low stability there. I do understand the concepts, but I didn't really think I'd have to do this, but it seems to need it. I think this is the new design as well, so in so much as this is the new trailer. Yeah, I mean, that I would have thought that should have really done that. So that it can only be about design. Yeah, I need to come out a bit wider with the wheels. I thought I'd have done it all right, but I would say that's a no. It's normally higher. It's better. No, this is going to be a bit of a beast because I'm actually fighting a bank. Let's try and pull it backwards, which we know it's going to be heavy. Although we have put it to 27.5 tons, so to me, this should be a bit easier. Okay, it's not liking that. I mean, yeah, it's obviously the shape's prone to that kind of shenanigans, right? So it's a bit of a weird one, this. Yeah, it sort of does that, but then it doesn't do anything more. That's... Come on, nearly had it there. Nearly had it. Come on, just crack on. That's it. That's it. Gordon Bennett. Well done. Good job. Excellent job. Right. Yeah, it is true though about what I was saying earlier about the Bradle. It's again that's a bit of a weird one. Apologise for this, but I've really got little choice. I don't really want to tangle with that thing again. You can see it's a bit, even a little tiny wobble on it. I think this is what you see. What it is, I was getting streamlined in the back, going sideways, but this is not the kind of thing you need to do this head on, so that you're not tipping it. It's not like getting that tip angle starting to affect it. Right, okay, so did we do the buffalo milk? Not sure. I'm not sure. We will have a look. Being as the John Deere is actually connected, it would be a sensible thing to do. And I'm presuming with there being no field mark, it's not filling because there's nothing to fill. Oh yeah, that'll do. That's what I'm saying. Right then, animals. Did we? I would imagine we fed them. Yeah, we have definitely. Yeah, so manure. It's only a little tiny touch, but we did do what we had to do. So stuff that's ready for being on. I'm not sure if it needs to be, but I know we're supposed to be fairly close to this for it to actually do. So let's take you back up to the top. Yeah, so I think I'll need to tweak this a little to try and add a bit of stability, because it is fairly squat, the actual model itself. But it could be, it is true. I mean, to me it looks fairly stable, but it is a bit prone. You can see it like hits things, and it's a bit prone to like wobbling in that way where it could easily tip. And yet, to me, that looks fairly solid, but there's a lot of wobbling going on. I mean, maybe I could move the wheels a little, sort of further backwards, but it's only a little tiny bit. But I suppose actually that is probably one of the best ways to make it stable. I could move both wheels, one backwards and one forwards. That might do it, because I think the shape's about there, if I'm honest. I've worked on this for quite a lot, and I've tweaked it, and I was quite happy for once with the shape on this. But yeah, it really only sits on the back two wheels most of the time. But when it's got weight in it, it'll sit on all four. But you can see it's not quite perfect. That's because the flatbed rises up. So I think the front wheels I've got to remember that and lower them a tad, just so as all four touch the ground, if I'm bothered about that. But yeah. Well, I am bothered about it being stable, which that's the main sort of thing. So now that's better. I did have horrible collisions where you kept hitting that if you were anywhere near it. Now they've gone, so that's good. Yeah, but right. So then, no, let's take it to the top. Right, so we're up to 1,249,938. It is the month of February. We need to go through to March, and I think April is probably the one that we would want, because April is going to be, we can do corn and the whole shebang. Yeah, we've done our, we only did one field of barley, which I think was a bit of a mistake. I'm trying to think, we do need some sugar beet again, so yeah, definitely for our sugar. Well, yeah, I do think we should have done a more than one field, though. It is true for the barley, even though I know we chose a big field, but that's not the point. Do we not have? Yeah, I mean, our fields are. We've got a lot of fields, but they aren't. I mean, there's a lot of grass. We have got a lot, though. No, there is. I was about to say we haven't got a lot, but when I look at that, I think, well, I would say that that's like it's not too terrible. No, field 2 I don't really class as a field, even though the game does, which is a bit of a shame. It's sort of with precision farming, it really does beggar the question of like declaring a field to be not a field anymore. Really, it's a bit of, but I mean, giants will never do it because they follow their own sort of path, which even though that is quite logical and true, that you really wouldn't want the field to be looked at by precision farming. Is there a way? Because it's grass, isn't it? Is there a way to make a field not be a field by painting or something that the game actually understands? That I'd like to find that out. I would. Yeah, because certain bits of grass, these are proper grass fields, so therefore they would be proper grass, but there's certain bits like 162 that are not proper grass, that they're just like areas. So I would imagine, I mean, the trouble is, as soon as you put the grass on, yeah, we can see it's a different type of grass, but it's still classing it as a field. So, I don't know what the answer to this quandary is, and if you do, I would be very, very grateful to hear from yourselves. I would. So we've done everything. We're all happy. We even did the wood chips. For once, we did the wood chips. So yeah, those are. Yeah, we might get one more in the morning. So we want to look at this. We're not selling the sugar. We need it. Silage, manure. We've got a little bit. We're happy. We are. Corn whiskey, again, less than 5,000 litres. Yeah, it is. So let's go through till the morning. And it does indeed want to be 8 o'clock. We want to be switching our clocks from 9 back to 8. We should check the sales before I forget about them. First port call. And then we should do our animals. Ooh, it's still, yeah, wow. It is, as I said, though, is if you're going to win $1 million at the end of the year, your 240 grand is just going to be a constant cost. So maybe it is. It is a bit expensive, though, I've got to be honest. I am a little bit shocked by it. Right, where is the nearest tractor? It is the very one that we were using. Well, actually, we've got 2 of them. Let's grab the stayer. Not that it makes the slightest bit of difference for this particular job. Let's grab the team on. I think we did straw yesterday, so we should have quite a lot. Yeah, 18 out of 27. Probably do with a little tiny bit of topping up, really. Ooh. Why did you not tip that? So food, 55 out of 80. Sure, that would be quite right. I don't like to use that, even though I know mine's invisible, so you can really see if you get away with it. But it's just tiny. It's about 9 tons of straw, I would say. Not much more though, otherwise we might not actually get away with it. Yeah, we will, Phil. It's true. So yeah, it was not a bad place there to actually put that. Once was not a terrible idea. My life, the manure is filling up a lot. Now I believe, did we not? Oh, Twister. First time I've seen Twister on the British map. Oh my life, we're gonna have to have a look. Could be us. Never say it's not gonna be. Let's have a look on the map. Plus, which I haven't seen one in ages. Yeah, not since Riverbend Springs. To me, it sort of suggested that it was broken. Another thing that it worked right at the beginning, I think then someone tweaked it and then it like stopped, because I haven't seen a Twister right since Riverbend Springs, when we did have a Twister that was very close to our farm and ripped some trees to pieces. Yeah, in the category. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Where are we? Get the Twister warning. Okay. I can't see a Twister warning at all on the map. Maybe it's going to be later. I would have thought a Twister warning was sort of like... It's a big map. Is this a 4X map? Well, I can't see landfall anywhere. I was getting excited then about the Can't see it on our fields or anything either. Like, it's not like on us so much so that it's immediately visible. So maybe, yeah, maybe. Mind you, it's not there yet, is it? So it's on its way. So let's, yeah. Oh no, we do know actually we've got like an awful lot of TMR of our own. I don't know why we keep buying it, because I'm used to it on other Let's Plays. But this, we've got like 477,000 litres somewhere in the. So I think we should start to grab that. It's only a tad further away, so let's grab it, shall we? It does seem a bit appropriate that we made efforts to do it and then that we actually... Oh, wow, there's a lot of straw in it as well. Oh, yeah, that would be ours as well, too. Now, I didn't do the straw factory here, did I? I did mean to, but I never did. I just gone past. Yeah, it made me laugh in editing. I said, "Oh, I don't think I've gone past it." Oh, yes, I did. I went straight past the wood chips. Oh, these are weird. Wonder what has gone wrong with them. Why the nozzles doing this weird thing? Right, let's spin this around. It's going to be more than enough for this. Also, yeah, I mean, the milk was getting up to quite a lot as well, wasn't it? 12.5 tons? 11,000 and 1,150 down the bottom. And they are halfway through, yeah, I was going to say puberty, but they are definitely more than puberty. So they're nearly out, which means both of them are nearly. So I would imagine in the morning, both of these are going to be no longer pubescent, which means they should start to reproduce. Start. Right, fantastic. So that's that finished. Now we need to... Are we going to grab the milk? Yeah, let's be thorough. And then we'll actually drive down to the bottom. So we'll grab the fence, take that back down. Well, when it's filled, of course. It's not much use in taking it down without the milk in it. And hopefully the milk is, yeah, I'm going to say, what are we actually worth? Because it's been on the red for an awful long time. The, ooh, mozzarella, which is, yeah, only half done. Butter isn't. Cheese is, but we've not got enough. Yeah, so it's sort of ready, but we're not. You could say it's ready, but we're not. Yeah, the milk, there's a couple that is, and that's in green. The pig food is starting to tick up a little bit more again. Right. Yes, I think it is my wheels, the way that the wheels are on this, that's making it a bit unstable. Too close together. Oh, you've done it. You've done exactly what you said not to do. You're taking an empty trailer down to the bottom. It's not much use empty. There's no point at all in going all the way down there just for visiting. Sounds like a prophecy, wasn't it? That one was. Oh, don't do it, and then you did it. Oh, I don't know. It's best if to go all the way around. I think you just face the right way naturally then, don't you? Yes, it is definitely a farmyard with a lot of that of zigzaggying going on. Yeah, sort of one of those farmyards where I mean, the thing is, yeah, it is true. I mean, farmyards do tend to be, but with a bit of proper design. Trouble is, frequently in life, you don't always like do that kind of thing. You just like put something down where you think it's a good idea, and then you have to live with the consequences. Because it's a bit like, obviously, Farming Simulator, it gives you the option to like knock a shed down a bit too easily, and then you can shift it. But obviously, in real life, that's an awful lot more than just that to do. Can you imagine building a shed and then think, oh, that's in the wrong place? Let's just knock it down and move it again, shall we? Get a bit too good at that. Yeah, it's true. It is. It's one of the good things about it being a game is the fact that you can play, as I sort of frequently say about mechanics rule as king, well that's an advantage to mechanics ruling as king, the fact that you can very easily knock a shed down, which in real life you would not attempt to do at all. I mean, yeah, the other thing is obviously the cost element in Farm Simulator. We will be careful. It's, yeah, I think the shape is definitely right. I'm right. I think to be a bit, well, it is a fairly pixel, but I still think maybe a little bit more. But I think to begin with, I think trying to put the wheels different, and also to bear in mind that that trailer runs backwards a bit, so that yeah, I've tried. It's been flat, and this was about the best thing. Now it means the weight sits on the back two wheels more so than anything else. Now this I realise. So the front wheels lift, so we need to move the front wheels a little bit lower down. Obviously this sort of, the wheels are both level and they don't need to be. Now then, let's not make that mistake again of going up that rampy thing that's going to catapult us over. I mean, even though the John Deere is sitting as sentry waiting for the inevitable to happen, let's give the driver a bit of a rest. They've been very busy, keep knocking us the right way around all the time. Yeah, I'm very pleased where we are though. 1.2 million. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I was trying to think. How much product have we still got? We did actually top up last session, so it really does go to show that I was actually quite truthful. And that's why we didn't do too much. Is because I said that we'd probably still have plenty of... Yeah, plenty of barley left over because we had such a bumper crop, and then we found out that we'd been left some, but I don't think we were. I think it was the fact that I put it into the silo behind and it read as additional storage to that one. I think it'll be that, personally. Let's have a look at these. So the top one is completely filled. We've done the milk. Bottom one, oh, we have just filled it, and a little tiny bit of milk to grab as well. It's just straw in this one. Oh, yeah, we do need, definitely do need a load soon. It's fantastic. Excellent. Oh, blink of an eye, it's gone. Let's just get that ready for tomorrow. Excellent. So that is March morning. We have Twister alert. That sometime today we're going to get a twister. Fed the animals. Now, Mark, we did say, let's just check our crop. So corn is our main thing. And we could also do... Yeah, no, we haven't got vegetables. I don't want to go into vegetables all of a sudden either. Our main thing is, I did mean to do the straw thing. I'm trying to almost grab that on every Let's Play, because your straw's one of those things that you get a lot of, and we have had a lot on this one, so I feel like we missed an opportunity on this one really with a straw mod, because I always intended on doing it and we haven't done it. How much straw have we got on hand still? We've got a lot. I could have sworn we have got 500,000 litres. Let's do it. Yeah, so we need, first of all, we need a guar. It's not like we've not got the cash to actually invest in the businesses, is it, really? That corn is very wasted, but I don't think it's... Yeah, it's... could we get there? I'm thinking more about the straw factory than a little. We have also got that bit of land that we've got up at the top that we've sort of been developing and almost emptied now here. I think that's probably the best. Probably opposite here. This bit at the bottom, I know it's going to need flattening, which we probably need to do in the middle. Although sometimes you do this flattening malarkey. Let's save the game. Let's for once be sensible. You'll not hear me say that very often. I do try to be, but let's stick the straw thing in, and we do need the greenhouse, which, yeah, it's a production, so it don't really matter where it goes, really. It's just... Yeah, we could put the greenhouse on that bit of land there, actually. That's not too... It's quite flat already. So if we put the actual straw factory, are we going to go? No, I don't think we need it to be anything more than a chugger. If we'd got 1,000,000 litres, I think we'd probably go... Like, yeah, let's go for a standard. I don't think we need any more. We do need to get to the... I'm trying to think, that's on the left. Is that going to be a good idea? I suppose it would if it was halfway up like that. Doesn't like that. That's all right. That's not a bad idea because it's quite close to... Now that's fairly flat, strangely. That's... Yeah, not too terrible. Not too terrible at all. Let's just soften that edge. And same on there like that. Don't want to do too much to where the trigger is. That's the bit that's dangerous. Otherwise it'll not accept the straw. So, we now need to stick the guar greenhouse down with the all-important bit, or else this is just a white elephant, really. So we need, again, productions and productions, Mr. Smith. Listen. Greenhouses. So, guar greenhouse. Vegetable. Olive and grape greenhouse type large. Done a bit of work on that. I think I fixed. I had one error on it yesterday, which I think I fixed. Oh, I think the two sides. I might still have an error on the other one then. Oh no, because the production's the same production. Yeah, they're obviously... Oh, I've not... Yeah, that's a bionic, so they're all priced wrongly. I must remember to do that next time. So here we are, guar, bean. Why have we got two of the same? Now, one will be the right hand and one will be the left hand. Yeah, I literally have got, if you look closely. Yeah, it's on the opposite side. Spin it around. Now, have I done that? Is that right? Or have I just... I'm not sure, actually. I've spun it 360, haven't I? Not 180, 360. No, because 360 is right back at the same point. No, it's the... Yeah, so we could really do with it being that one, actually, so that it's... oh, that one. That's it. I don't know that I think I could spin it. I don't know that I've done that right, actually. Just as I'm sort of talking to yourselves, I'm thinking, I'm not sure that... No, the other thing is that we can see the way we've been going with that. But I've got to be honest, this track only makes sense when this was a grass field. Now it's not a grass field. I think, actually, we could probably block that off and stick that like that. It would make quite a bit of sense. But we do also want... Yeah, I think more like... That is probably a sensible thing to do. You can still get past every way. And all the important things are close to that. So let's just close to that spot so we don't really need to get to the end. Say that is about... Right. So we want to soften a little bit wherever we've like ruffled the feathers of the field. Wow. Bigger than you think. I don't think I've done too much there. You've got two productions and things going on. Obviously, it did make a lot of sense, the road, when this was a grass field. Because it all... I mean, it's a shame because it's one of the best fields on the map. It's just pure loam. So it had got to do something like that. So it's such a shame. Right, so greenhouse. Now then, let's just try something as well. I just want to... see, because obviously I wasn't sure whether it was me that was wrong on this. Now then, we want to buy some manure. It's a shame. We just actually Yeah, let's grab the raw crispy one first, because I want to make sure that I was actually right about this, because it should take manure. I'm sure I filled it with manure in the past, so... So then we want... No, we have on the actual base, not the actual trailer. Ah. Well, that's a bit odd. Why is that not... it's a fill point. It's a sell point, so why is that not recognising... Oh, well, that's a little bit odd, isn't it? So it seems broken in another way now. Does it need to be... Does it need to be off the IT runner? I seem to remember something strange about it sometimes. Yeah, I'm going to do something similar to the IT runner's got 6 wheels. I'm going to... On my trailer... I was trying to think, how do you make a trailer bigger, really? Now, because if you look at the trailer design, it's actually waist height or higher that the trailer starts. Now, that's a real waste of room that you don't have. So I thought, well, why not put lots of little wheels and make it closer to the ground? And then it's automatically got another 3.5 foot, at least 3.5 foot. So you could almost drag it on the ground. Now, obviously, you've got to be a little bit careful not to go too close to the ground, otherwise you're going to be hitting every bump on the road. But I do think I'm onto something. Now I know this is weird, because this does do manure. It's almost like it's not allowed to do fill points. Let's just try this one more time, because see, it should work, but it didn't work on New American. Nope, it's not working here either. That's really strange. I don't get that. And this is the Giants. I mean, all I've done is tweaked it, so... But you will see this does actually work, or normally does, with the... Yeah, that it's instantly is recognised. I don't get it. I don't get why it's not recognising the field point. So, no, we don't team on. Not for once. We are after manure. I think we are properly under it. Yeah, we are. Definitely. Also, a sensible person would grab a tanker and take that up as well. And this is a bit tight. I did say that, and I was right. It's going to be a bit of a paint scrunchie. This I need to be as close to the left-hand side as close can be to get away with the swing space on this. Fantastic. Right, so let's borrow the little John Deere as well. Going to need all the help we can get. And we can borrow. It doesn't matter which one goes where, does it really? Let's be honest. So we need to grab some water. For the greenhouse too. And then we need to tell everything to push the straw into the... our new straw production, which I did talk about a long time ago, and then it was only now where I'm thinking, are we missing something? I've got to get into better habits. I also got to start to use so that seems to be relegated again. Yeah, the IT runner with Royal, unless the IT runner's now no longer allowing Royal Christies to, be recognised. It could be that, I suppose. I never thought about that. It's possible, I suppose. That the IT runner said, "Oi, no, you're not." I can't see that, but it's possible. Or it's possible they've done something unwittingly as well to do that, because I can't see them doing that. Because they're sort of like trying to sing off the same song sheet, aren't they, really? No, is that one? Oh, no, it is moving. It is moving, I can see it. No, did we use B mode for this? I don't think we did. I think we did this properly. Yeah, it's amazing how the fields seriously stop you. I was really trying to stick to the roads earlier because it was really quite... We shall see, matter of truth. If this doesn't get a pop, then it really... it's what you frequently get with this, is that the... Yeah, well, if... Oh, no, we've got it. We've got it right. Yeah, no. Oh, my life. Sake. As a driver, you'd be instantly like sacked by any manager that manage you with that. It's ridiculous. It's a boredom penny. It just, yeah, I don't know how follow me is now. Then remember, that is a real beast, so don't flip it. This would be a bit of a struggle for it because it's not the strongest of tractors. Come on, you can do it. Once you're on that bit of grass, it's going to be a bit better. Oh, okay, you've given up. Okay, right, well, you did do a reasonably valiant job. Let's be honest. Twister steel on its way. It's not actually here yet, so we should have another look in a little while to see if it's sort of on the map yet. Yeah, that's a bit better. It is. Now I've tweaked this so much so that it's now, it is one of these greenhouses can do one straw factory, which is obviously what I always intended it to be like that. Let's have a look at landfall. Where have we got a twister yet? Appearing on the edges, or even in the middle for that matter. We'll start around the edges first though. No, not around the edges. Let's look for the twister icon anywhere else. Nope, so far, nothing. What? 182. Why is that showing a green blob on it? Is that the original farm? Maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah. Right. So no twister showing as of yet. We have done our greenhouse, but we haven't switched it on. A guavine greenhouse, so let's switch this little bit on, and we want to tell them to distribute, or else there's no point in doing this at all. We want to distribute, and now we need to tell everything with straw in to actually distribute. If it's got some, so forage is distributing, and straw is on, and also will be distributing any second now. We need to do this for all of them, and then we should be in business. Yeah, so I've tweaked this. This one's about ready for the mod hub. Although it's, yeah, I'm a bit disconcerted with all of that because it's difficult to do things at the minute. But yeah, we will do. A carback, no, that one shouldn't have any. And if it did, it's not going to break the bank of our straw. And let's do the straw. Distribute to, and other corner. One of these, I've got something twice. Oh, that's shown my road salt now again. Not the other map person's road salt. That's my icon, so I must check that that's... Distribute. Fantastic. I think that's all of them. Corner, grass field, silo. It is indeed. Yeah, that's it. So that should, if we go to 9 o'clock, we also want to check to see if that twister is going to gain any impetus. So, oh my life, no. Wow. Okay, let's speed up a little bit though. Yeah, let's see when landfall is going to occur. Let's go 500. Should see a bit of action from the. Let's take it to 11. Still no action from the twister moving into twister danger. I heard the greenhouse come on then, so. Okay, well, the twister's still staying its distance. Right, okay. Oh, now then, now we've got some action. So we should see an icon on the map. Let's go around the edges first. Just to see if it's, like, and also then look a little bit closely in our particular area. Is where we're really worried. So, well, I would like to see it as well, really, for the fact that it's an awful long time since I've actually seen it, to be honest. And on an English map, I've never seen it so far. It looks like it's going to be a no-show here as well. Yeah, really. Should we speed things up a little? Right, so the guavins, did we get our straw factory? Oh, we didn't switch the straw factory on. That always helps. Straw baskets, straw boards, straw bricks, straw cutlery. Yeah, it's got to be shat. So that won't have shat. Oh, it has. It has shat for straw, actually. No, you were wrong. Smashing. So that's good. Let's speed time a little. And just look around. Let's go. Because I think you can see it in the distance, I think. That's the greenhouse. Okay, can't see anything. It's soon going to be dark. Right, okay, let's have a look on the map, because this is a bit silly now. Have we got anything? Oh, we can. I can see it. It's over there. Yeah, I can see it. It's over in this direction. You can literally see it on the map. But I can't see it actually, like on the map, if you know what I mean. But you can see it, like literally in the distance. Ah, let's go visit. Yeah, I do like it is rather intriguing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I am right as well. It is broken. Yeah, it's lost its top. Or am I too far away? No, we're quite close. Oh, yeah. No, it is. It's gaining graphics. Which way is it going? Yeah, let's make sure we're not like directly in its path. Now, although we know it's still a formidable force, seriously not to be messed with. I'm not a twister chaser per se, but it's interesting to see what's happening. So let's just see, is it coming towards me or not? Is it coming towards me? This is what we could really do with that Speedy Gonzales trick. It's done some damage to fields. Now, obviously, we've got this on, and it is Great Britain, but anybody in Great Britain will actually tell you that actually we don't get twisters. Well, actually, no, that's not true. We have. Where I work, one of our services is in Staley Bridge, near towards Manchester. Now, actually, it was on the news that Staley Bridge had a couple of the houses where their roofs were ripped off by a twister. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility that this happens in Great Britain, but that type of thing I've never seen. I've seen a little dust devil once, which was. Oh, I think that's it. I think it's going off the map. I mean, I'm not complaining. Say, that's about gonna go. Yep, that's it. We're finished. 7 at night, and it's gone on to somebody else's sort of land. So, right. Well, there you go. Bit of excitement. Yeah, it's definitely gone into... Well, you say that. It could actually whip back. I mean, not... Hopefully not, but you never know. Right, anyway, lights. And let's sleep through and just check the sails. Oh, see what I mean? Sometimes it's just a good idea to do these things. They could be gone in the morning. Oh, wow, the mega roll. Is that a bit big for us? Yeah, but it would whip round the fields very nicely, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. Have we got a decent-sized header? Because we could really cope with... have we actually got a harvester? I think we have. I'm sure we have. I think we've got one of mine, haven't we? Or did we... Power flow 30 footer. So yeah, it's a 9.2 foot. Yeah. Have we actually not got the harvester? We're still waiting for a harvester. This carrot case. It's true, actually. I didn't see one, so I presume we still haven't. We must have been leasing all the time. Yeah, we probably did. I thought we had. I thought if we look at our icons, I thought we'd got one down at the bottom. Like there. Yeah, it's our own. So why is that not showing in our list of vehicles? Massey Ferguson. Lizard. I think it's a lizard. Large General Colossus. Quantum. Massey Ferguson. So why is it not showing then as a... Because MF2570. So it is. Alright. Yeah, I think I must BI it because it's a bit dodgy. So yeah, I thought we had, but we have already got exactly that header. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to buy it and we'll do it in the morning. We shall speed through. So we've got two to buy, a 7.5 and another 9.2, but we are going to buy that definitely. Did we? Yeah, we did. It's the shop, back at the shop. So let's buy that. Yeah, laser sensor pilot. Very nice. And we should buy and sell you in the morning. We shall sleep through till the morrow. We have fed everything. And then tomorrow we really do need to get busy. We've got a roller, which I insist we must use. Yeah, you need a big roller if you're going to do this type of thing, really. So, did the twister, has it gone? Yeah, it has. A bit of a disappointment, but then again, are we really disappointed? Not particularly, no. No, it's not the type of thing that I would want to tangle with. No, so then let's get both of these sold. A bit of profit. It will be a bit though, yeah, but neither of them's worth an absolutely, a lot of cash. It's the one thing that's a bit of a... Obviously, I personally think that the real bonus you should get is based upon how much it's worth, and that if you did sort of repair it to its former glory, that then it's sort of almost worth full value. Not exactly, but like anybody, if you buy and sell cars and things like that, that's really your premise. Still, that's not bad. This was obviously, this other one is worth very little anyway because they're very, very reasonable. It's a cracker. It is. Yeah, I'm hoping Sid Moddin releases his beautiful twin screw. It was quite... it was not too late on in FS22, but I really do love it. It is my favourite harvester. It's nice to see an original sort of thought that's come into practice. A bit like Black Sheep Moddin's fantastic little skid steer. I love that. It is really quite amazing. Just wish it was a bit faster, but yeah, you can drag it around. I have done on many a Let's Play. So yes, that's quite a lot really. 1,058,000. Ooh. We have the rootster. And we have that as well. We may as well. Let's do it. Full house. And the rootster 2. Yes, it's a good little thing that is, but since doing my own special one, I don't think I'd ever give it a second thought. Alright, so we want to be grabbing the... Oh, no, it's missed it. Second click again. I keep saying this about how frequently you've got to second click things. Before it actually grabs it, let's repair that Dalbo. So well, I think we'll come and grab it next session. Now then, we also need to... Yeah, are we going to lease or are we going to buy? I think we should buy. What about... Yeah, I mean, it's just one thing at a time. Let's like concentrate on... Fantastic. So up to 1,069,362, and we got a Dalbo, big Dalbo, which is 140 grand normally. So that was a really good buy. Right, so then let's have a look at our own vehicles. Now I know we've got our spreader, so there's not much point in buying Cesaris's because we've already got that particular thing covered. It's corn. What have we got? Did we? It would be the lizard. Well, I think we leased it last year, didn't we? The Pilatus, but I can't see any Pilatus there. It would be lizard Pilatus, though, so it's not there. So we didn't buy it. No, so I think we will treat ourselves to that. It's perfect for an English map. 9 meters. It's quite skinny to go down the roads. It is a little long, but you can't have everything. So I think we will, indeed, because we need it. So we could like either lease it or we could... Now, I think we've got front tanks, so we're all right for that. So we will treat ourselves. I mean, there is a 6 meter too, but I think the 9 is more, you know, like right up our street. So I think we will. I'm going to model this again. I like it a lot, and I want to put a chain cultivator on the chain type harrows rather than the spinny one. And I've not made it spin yet because I thought I know I'm going to change it. So we're going to buy this. And next session we will start up at the and again we will go down to the farm with our procession of goods. Right, let's just repair that because I know this would struggle with. Obviously, it wouldn't even budget, but it would. It is on wheels, so I'm quite sure it can, you know, like tug it even if it couldn't use it. I can't remember. I don't think the power requirements are that much for it. But I mean, I don't mean that this would manage at 170, but I think it's only something like one. I don't know. I can't remember that. I think it's like 250 or something in that range, if I remember right. I think the little one's only 150. The big, well, we will have a look. For those who are interested, I nearly sold it then. No, or just repair, please. 3 grand. Mind you, it's a beast, and it does cost a lot. So then, yes, rollers are just underneath there. So how much would the big Dalbo is 350. So, what is the point? Have we got anybody? We've got a 600 horsepower beast that can easily manage that with its eyes closed. It's 180 actually, not 150. Now that's quite a low one really for saying. It is. It's quite a light. Oh, I don't know. It's about the same as the Dalbo. It's 8.3 and 8 points. Yeah, so only 0.3 of a ton. 300 pounds. Or was it? No, it'd be kilograms, wouldn't it? We'd work in kilograms on the game. So, right, so that's where we're going to leave it. So we are going to be very busy next session in planting our cornfields. And what else are we going to do? That's a point. Do we do a bit of a greenhouse to try and work a bit more fully with the whiskey factory? Because we can do rice wine. We could do that. I think we'll do that. Hopefully I remember next session. Yeah, that would be I think not a bad thing to do, really. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.